ॐ वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटिसमप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा। सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणि विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि। Do you hear me?
Okay, now only.
Yes, sir.
Now it
Yes,
is fine,
good.
sir.
Hmm?
Now it is fine.
Okay. Did you hear my chanting Akratunda Mahakaya?
No.
Okay. I'll do it again. Om Vakratunda Mahakaya Surya Koti Samaprabha Nirvignam Kuru Me Deva Sarvakaryeshu Sarvada Saraswati Namastubhyam Varade Kamarupini Vidyarambham Karishyami Siddhir Me Sada. Gurave Sarvalokanam Vishaje Bhavaroginam Nidhaye Sarvavidyanam Dakshinamurtaye Namaha. Ishvaro Gururatmeti Murti Bheda Vibhagine Vyomavat Vyaptadehaya Dakshinamurtaye Namaha. Narayanam Padmabhuvam Vasishtham Shaktim च तत्पुत्रपराशरं च व्यासं शुकं गौडपदं महान्तं गोविन्दयोगीन्द्रमथास्य शिष्यं श्रीशङ्कराचार्यमथास्य पद्मपादं च हस्तामलकं च शिष्यं तं तोटकं वार्तिककारमन्यान् अस्मद्गुरून् सन्ततमानतोऽस्मि. Sri Shankaracharya should be one word. Shankaracharyam atha tasya patmapadancha. Sada Shiva Samarambham Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam. Shruti Smriti Purananam Alayam Karunalayam Namami Bhagavatpadam Shankaram Lokashankaram. Apara Karuna Sindhum Jnanadam Shantarupinam Shri Chandrasekhara Gurum Pranamami Mudanvaham. Yatkrupaleshamatreణ puman purnah prajayate tam vande brahma vidhuryam sadgurum chandrasekharam. Sakshat kritam dayanandam paramarthasvarupinam Tattvajnana prashastaram pranatosmi param padam. Om सहना भवतु सहनो भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै ॐ शान्तिः 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 सर्ववेदान्तसिद्धान्त गोचरं तमगोचरम्
सर्ववेदान्तसिद्धान्त गोचरं तमगोचरम्
गोविन्दं परमानन्दं सद्गुरुं प्रणतोऽस्म्यहम्
गोविन्दं परमानन्दं
परमानन्दं
सद्गुरुं
सद्गुरुं
प्रणतोऽस्म्यहम्।
प्रणतोऽस्म्यहम्।
समाप्तिकामः ग्रन्थसमाप्तिकामः मङ्गलम् आचरेत् इति सम्प्रदायवाक्यानुसारेण शङ्करभगवत्पादः आदौ गुरुनमस्कारात्मकमङ्गलश्लोकं कृतवान्. Though we saw the meaning of the shloka in the last class, still we will see some more. Samaptikamaha, Grantha Samaptikamaha. In the tradition, there is a Vakya. Samaptikamaha, those who desire to complete the text, for the completion of the text, Adau Mangalacharanam Acharet. One must do Mangalacharanam. One must do prayer. Here, Bhagavad Pada, Shankara Bhagavad Pada is considered to be the author of the text. Here, he offers Namaskara to his Guru. Guru Namaskaratmaka Mangalacharanam. It's a beautiful shloka. Sarva Vedanta. Vedanam Antaha Vedantaha. Vedantaha itikte Upanishad. Vedanto Nama Upanishad Pramanam. Vedantaha means Upanishad. Vedantaha Atava Upanishad Atava Jnana Kandam all mean the same thing. Shruti Pramanam. Jnana Vishaye. Vedantaha Pramanam Shruti Pramanam. It is Shruti. Kim Shruti Pramanam? Why Shruti Pramanam required? Why not by other Pramanam? There are Shat Pramanani. For those who are completely new, should know about Pramanam, what are the types of Pramanam, etc. So I'm not covering those topics here. Pramanam, Anubandha Chatushtayam, Sadhana Chatushtaya Sampattihi, all these are the fundamental topics. Before reading a Prakarana Grantha, one must be familiar with all these terms. You can watch later, Introduction to Pramanam, there is one video you can explain very clearly. I'll give just a brief note of that. Shat Pramanani, there are 6 Pramanas. Starting from Pratyaksha, Anumana, Anupalabdhihi, Upamana, Arthapatihi, Anupalabdhi, Upamana, that Shabda Pramanam. Shastra is Shabda Pramanam. Shabda Pramanam, Shabda words. Words can be Laukika or words can be Vaidika, Shastriya. So here it is Shastriya, Vaidika, Shabda Pramanam. Why Shabda Pramanam required Shastriya Pramanam, Shabda Pramanam? Because Pratyakshena Numitya Bhavas Yastupayo na buddhyate enam bindati vedena tasmat vedasya vedata iti Sainacharya says in his Veda Bhashya. By Pratyaksha, by Anumana, by any of the Pramana, Vastu Jnanam na bhavati. Vastu Upayaha. Vastu Upayaha, Vastu is Brahma, Ishvara. Ishvara Jnanam na bhavati. That by which Vastu, Brahma, Jnanam, Enam Bindati, Vedena, by Shrutya. That is why Vedasya Tasmat, Vedasya Vedata. That is why it is called Veda. By Veda alone, Jagat Karanam Brahma iti Jnanam, and that Tad Brahma Hamasmi iti Jnanam Bhavati. There is no other means of knowing. That is why Shruti Pramanam. It is called Shrutihi because Shruyate iti Shrutihi. Because it was heard. Taihi, by whom? Rishivihi. Therefore Shrutihi. Shruti Pramanam. Shruti Prasthanam. We say Shruti Prasthanam also. Shruti Prasthanam. Prasthanam ityukte kim? What is Prasthanam? Prasthanam ityukte prakarshena stiyate iti Prasthanam. That which occupies an important place is called Prasthanam. Jnana Vishaye Prakarshena Tishtati iti Prasthanam. With regard to Jnanam, that which Prakarshena Tishtati, that which is a main source, that is called Prasthanam. Or we can say Pratishtante Vedantaha Yeshu iti Prasthanam. Vedanta Vishaya, which is found, which is available in which, that is called Prasthanam. Brahma Bodhakanam Shabda Pramananam Vedantanam Pratishta Yatra Bhavati Tadeva Prasthanam iti. Brahma Bodhaka, Mahavakya Bodhaka, Shabda Pramanam, Yatra Bhavati, where it is, that is Shruti, that is Prasthanam. Or another way also we can define what Prasthanam is. Pratishtante Paramparaya Vyavaharanti Yena Margena Tat Prasthanam. In fact, Prasthanam is Margaha ityartaha. One meaning is that. So, Paramparaya Vyavaharanti Yena Margena, by which Marga, in the tradition, Vyavaharanti, Tatishthante Paramparaya Vyavaharanti Yena Margena, Tat Prasthanam. In simple, Prasthanam means the fundamental or the main sources of Vedanta Jnana, Vedanta Vishaya. That is called Prasthanam. So Prasthanam means Margaha ityartaha. So Vedanta Margaha, Yatra Pratishtante, and that which Parampara recognizes. That is called Prasthanam. So Shruti Prasthanam. Shruti is one Prasthanam. There are three Prasthanams. Prasthanam, now Prasthanam referring to the Marga, the Prasthanam referring to the Grantha, because Grantha is, the text is the source from which we know the Vedanta Vishaya, Vedanta teaching. So therefore, Prasthanam referring to the three fundamental texts of Vedanta, main source of Vedanta. Trini Prasthanani, three Prasthanatrayam, Prasthanatrayam we say. So tasya eva Prasthanatrayam iti nama, Prasthanatrayam. Prasthanatrayam ityukte Shruti Smriti Nyaya Rupani Shastrani. Vedanta Sampradaya Prasthani iti katyate. Katyante. So Shruti Prasthanam, Shruti meaning Upanishad, Smriti, Smriti Grantaha, Bhagavad Gita, Mahabharate Bhishma Parvani, Stita, Stitaha, Yaha Bhagavatah Upadeshaha, Gita Rupena Vartate, Yaha Upadesha Vartate Gita Rupena, that is Smriti Grantaha, Bhagavad Gita. Then Nyaya Grantaha, that is Brahma Sutrani, otherwise called Shariraka Sutrani. Therefore, these three things are together called Prasthana Trayam. Trayam means triad. So, therefore, triad, three sources of the teachings of Vedanta, that is called Prasthana Trayam. Shruti Prasthanam, Smriti Prasthanam, Nyaya Prasthanam. Shruti is Shastra, Upanishad. In Vedanta Vishaya, it is referring to the Upanishad, the last portion of the Veda, not the entire Veda. The last class we saw, the entire Veda is divided into two parts. Veda Purva, Vedanta, they are considered to be two different texts, in fact, because the topics dealt with them are different. And the person who is eligible for study are different. Persons are different. Vishaya is different. Prayojanam is different. Sambandha is different. Therefore, Shastra Dvayam, Tato Eka Shastram. The entire Veda is looked upon as two Shastrams. Among them, the last Shastram is what we refer to by the word Veda Antaha, that is Shrutihi. The entire thing is Shrutihi. So Shruti Prasthanam, when we say, which is referring to Upanishad, Smriti Prasthanam referring to Bhagavad Gita, and Nyaya Prasthanam referring to Brahma Sutra, which were written by Vyasacharya, Shariraka Sutrani, Vyasa Sutrani. So Prasthana Trayase Vishayaha, therefore Vedantaha. So Prasthana Trayase Vishayaha Vedantaha. So Sarva Vedanta, therefore, either we can take Sarva Vedanta meaning all the Upanishads, or we can take the entire Prasthana Trayam also. So Sarva Vedanta, then Siddhantaha. Sarva Vedanta Siddhantaha. Siddhantaha ityukte Tatparyam. The Vedanta being same as we have Prasthana Trayam in Advaita Sampradaya. Similarly, Visishta Dvaite, Dvaitamate api Prasthana Trayam asti. The same Shruti, that is Upanishad, Bhagavad Gita, and they comment on Brahma Sutra also. So according to them, the Siddhanta, the Tatparya of Shastram is Visishta Advaitam or Dvaitam, etc. The same. That is why I say Advaita Sampradaya. We are Advaitins, therefore Advaita Sampradaya. Therefore, Siddhanta, the word is important. How in the Advaita Sampradaya, the Advaita teachers, how they come to the conclusion of the teaching of the entire Vedanta. That is, the teaching of the entire Vedanta is Advaitam. Iti, this conclusion, this Siddhanta. They arrive at. The Siddhanta they arrive at. That is called Tatparyam. Another word, Siddhanta, means Tatparyam. Tatparyam of the entire Vedanta is Advaita. Tatparyam. Tatparya is a nice word. It has two words, Tat and Paraha. Tat means Artaha ityartaha. The word Tatparya. Tatparyam derived from Tatparaha, the word. Tatparaha is Siddhantaha. Tat meaning Artaha. Artaha Paraha Yasya Saha iti Bhagavrigi's compound. Artha Paraha ityartaha. In other words, Siddhanta, Tatparya meaning the essential teaching of all the Vedanta. So that is Advaitam. Advaitamate, Advaita Brahmani eva Ashesha Vedantanam Tatparyam. The Advaita Mata, the entire Vedanta as Tatparyam in Advaita Brahma eva. Therefore, Sarva Vedanta Siddhantaha iti. The Siddhant. Therefore, Shastra being there, Shruti being there, then Shruti is analyzed. It's called, the analysis is called Mimamsa. Pujya Vicharaha Mimamsa. Mimamsa is analysis, reverential approach to the Shastram. Shastram being a Shabda Pramanam, sometimes the words of the Shastram seem to be confusing, seems to be contradictory. In one place, it's Shruti says, Yato Vacho Nivartante. In another place, Shruti says, Manasa Eva Idam Aptavyam. One place it says, mind cannot objectify Brahma. In other places, only through mind alone should be known. Therefore, there are many contradictory such statements. We saw that in Vedanta Sara. These contradictions have to be resolved, and the conclusion has to be arrived at. That is, arriving at the conclusion by applying the sixfold techniques. Arriving at the Tatparyam by applying sixfold techniques. That is called Siddhanta. What are the sixfold techniques, if you ask? Upakramopasamharo, Abhyaso Purvata Phalam, Arthavadopapatti cha Lingam Tatparya Nirnaye. There is a shloka, very famous shloka. In Vedanta Sara also we saw this shloka. Upakrama Upasamhara. Upakrama is introduction. Upasamhara is conclusion. So introduction and conclusion should deal with the same subject matter, should talk about the same subject matter. In the introduction, the subject matter is introduced. In the Upasamhara conclusion, the subject matter is concluded. So in the program, we begin the program by saying what the program is, and at the end we say the program is concluded. So we don't start some program and end with some other program. So we don't start with some teaching and end with some other teaching. No. What the teaching is in the beginning is said, and that same teaching at the end, it is summarized, it is concluded. And in between, there is a repetition of the teaching. Repetition is not a dosha. Repeating is not a dosha. Maybe in Vyavahara, repeating may be a defect, a dosha. Why do you say the same thing again and again? Come on, it's nonsense. No, that is not there in Shastra. So, punaruktihi na doshaha bhavati. That's called abhyasaha, punaruktihi, again and again repeating. Tattvamasi iti, this vakya is repeated 9 times. You are that in Chandogya Upanishad. Why not one time is sufficient? The Tatparya is Tat Tvam Asi. You are that. The Vakya being Tat Tvam Asi. The same Vakya is by Dvaitis. They say Tat Tvam Tat Atat Asi. You are not that. That is ridiculous. Tvam Atat Asi. Tvam Atat Asi, we don't need Shastra. That I know. I know now. That is why I am a samsari. Tat Tvam Asi is a teaching. Tvam atat asi, for that we don't require Shastram as a Shastram Pramanam. Because Tvam atat asi, that is what my conclusion. Saham jivaha, aham samsari. That is what the problem is, that is what the conclusion is, that is what the problem is. And Shastra says you are not. You are not what you think. You are Jagat Karanam Brahma. You are the cause of this entire Jagat. The Tvam Ishvaraha. Therefore, that is why Shastra is a Pramanam. Therefore, words of the Shastra to be analyzed and the conclusion has to be arrived at. For that only this Lingani, Shadlingani. Upakrama is one linga, Upasamhara is another linga, Abhyasa is repetition, that is another linga, Artavadaha, Upapattihi, Arthavadah, there is some praise of the teaching also. And Upapatti and logical. Upapatti is logical. And there should be Apurvata. It should not be covered by other Pramanam. It should not be a subject matter which is covered by other Pramanam. It should be something unique. So therefore, Tattvatamasi is unique to Vedanta. The teaching is unique. Should be unique, Apurvata. And Palam, the result should be there. What is the result of knowing, understanding the Shastra Tatparya Mahavakya, Tattvatamasi? You become free. So far I have been thinking Aham Baddhaha, I am bound, Aham Samsari iti. Now Shastra comes and removes the wrong notion. You are not what you think. Like the lion story, what Swami Vivekananda says. The lion thought himself to be a goat. So it was bleating like a goat, living among the goats. Then another lion has to come and has to make him realize you are not a goat, you are a lion. So thrusting a piece of meat in his mouth and making him see his reflection in the well. Then the lion realized, I am that. Similarly, so that is the prayojanam, that is the goal. So for that, these lingas are applied to arrive at the tatparyam. That is siddhanta. Therefore, sarva siddhanta gocharam. Gocharam, gochara vishayaha, gochara is gocharaha, meaning that which can be known through the means of knowledge. That is called gochara. So what is the means of knowing? What is the means of knowing that Siddhanta, the Tatparya of the entire Vedanta, which is Jagatkarnam Brahma, Tattvatamasi, that is only Shastram. Only by Shastrena Eva Gocharam. But here, Acharya says, Guru is known. Guru is what is known through the Siddhanta of the entire Vedanta, he says. It means he is equating Guru to Ishvara. Guru is none other than Ishvara. Guru is Ishvaraha eva. Ishvarat abhinnaha Guru. Sakshat Parameshvaraha eva Guru. Ishvaro Gururat Meti. Murti Bheda Vibhagine. Vyomavat Vyapta Dehaya. Dakshina Murtahe Namaha, we say. So Ishvaraha, Guru, Atma. There is no difference among the three. Only in terms of form only there is difference. But it is Vyomavat Vyapta, like the Vyoma Akasha. It is like Akasha, it is Vyapta pervaded. Therefore, what is the difference in the Akasha? Gata Akasha, the space in the pot, the space in the room, or space in the hall. What is the difference between the spaces? In fact, there is no spaces, Bhagavachanam, only space. No difference. Similarly, there is no difference. Therefore, Guru is Ishvaraha eva. That is why is equating the Guru. Therefore, Guru is Parameshwara. Therefore, Parameshwara Brahma is Vedanta Gocharam. Tam Gurum Agocharam. Again, he says Agocharam, not available for knowing. Having said it is Gocharam, it's knowable only through the knowable. Then he says Agocharam. It means knowable only through the Shastram, not knowable through any other means of knowledge. Agocharam. It is not known for It is not known for vak. It is not known for mind. So agocharam. Gocharam paramatmanam tam paramatmanam agocharaha. It is not a vishaya for perception. It is not an object of perception. Yato vacho nivartante. Now we can say it is above thought and speech. Guru is apaurushaya ityartaha. Paurushaya pramanena agocharam. That is what agocharam is. Paurushaya pramanena, by the means of knowledge available with us. With that, he is not knowable, that Guru, that Brahma. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Deva Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Parat Brahma. So Guru is equated to all the three Murtis, and Guru is Brahma eva, Parameshwara eva. How that Parameshwara can be known? Through Paurushaya Pramana, therefore Agocharam. Tam Agocharam. Paurushaya Pramanena Agocharam, Shastra Pramanena Gocharam. That is Sarva Vedanta Siddhanta Gocharam iti. Sarva Vedanta Siddhanta Gocharam. And is Govindaha. Govinda Bhagavat Padaha is Guru. Go means Shastram. Vindaha is Vind Dhatu is the Vid Dhatu. Vid Labhe. Gobihi Vindati Labante iti Govindaha. The one who is known from the Veda. That is Ishvara, Brahma. Therefore Govinda. And is embodiment of Ananda. Paramaha Chaso Anandaha. We take that to be Karmadaraya Samasa. One commentator says, why is Karmadaraya not Bhagavad very nicely? We will see that later. And he is Sadguru. Guru who is a Guru? The one who teaches is a Guru. Granati Shastram, not any other Guru. There are so many Gurus teaching different things. Music teacher, that is also a Guru. Dance teacher, that is also a Guru. Physics teacher, Guru. But here when we say Sadguru, that's very important. Sat. Guru is Granati Upadishati iti Guru. But here it is Sadguru, Sadvidya Guru. We all know Guru, the word, how it is derived. Guru means, Gu is Andakaraha. Gu is Andakara Nivartakaha. Gukarastu Andakaro vai. Gukaraha tan Nivartakaha. Andakara Nirodhitva. Guru Ritya Vidiyate. Guru is one who removes the darkness. Andakaraha. Darkness is Ajnanam. Tamas. How? By giving knowledge. That is why it's called Guru. So Sadgurum. Sadgurum. Aham Pranataha Asmi. Iti. Fine. Then, Sarva Vedanta Siddhanta Gocharam. It is known by all the Siddhanta, all the Vedanta. Vedanta, as I said, referring to the Prasthanatraya. Prasthanatraya means Shruti, Smriti, and Brahma Sutra. What is the Tatparya, if you ask? Brahma Satyam Jagan Mithya. That is a Siddhanta. In fact, there are so many texts which presents the Siddhanta of the Vedanta. But there is one shloka, Vyasacharya. It is said to be Vyasacharya or any other, some author, we don't know. Shlokardhena pravakshami yaduchyate grantha koti bihi. Brahma Satyam Jagan Mithya Jiva Brahmaiva na paraha. So the entire Vedanta is just summarized in half a shloka. Brahma Satyam Jagan Mithya. Brahma is Satyam, Jagat is Mithya. Jivaha Brahmayeva na paraha iti. This is a Siddhanta. This is what is said. This is what is taught through all the Upanishads, Gita and Brahma Sutra. If you take Ishavasya Upanishad, Yasmin Sarvani Bhutani Atmaiva Bhut Janataha Tatra ko moha kashokaha ekatvam anupashyataha. So that Bhutani, Sarvani Bhutani Atma eva iti abhut Vijanataha. The Atma, the Pratyekatma is the same Atma in and through all the beings. What is the difference? Same. That is Ishavasya Upanishad. In Kena Upanishad, Pratibodha Viditam Matam Amritatvam hi vindate. Atmana vindate viryam vidyaya vindate amritam. Only by Atma Jnanena, only by Atma Jnanam amritatvam vindate. So Atma Jnanam, Brahma Jnanam alone removes Ajnanam. Iti Kenopanishad. Same thing in Kathopanishad. Eko vashi sarvabhutantaratma ekam rupam bhagudaya karoti tamatmastam yena pashyanti dhiraha sukham shashvatam netaresham. The same Atma, Brahma alone manifests in the form of different beings. The one who knows, he will get immediate freedom, he will get happiness. That's Shashvata Sukham, the Sukham which is Shashvata. In Mundaka, Sayoga Vaitat Paramam Brahma Veda, Brahmaiva Bhavati, Na Asya Brahmavit Kule Bhavati, Tarati Shokam, Tarati Papmanam, Uhagrantibhyo, Vimukto, Amruto Bhavati, Amrutaha Bhavati. Having known Brahma, he becomes Amrutaha. Brahmavit Brahmaiva Bhavati. The knower of Brahma recognizes himself to be Brahma and is free. Yo Veda Nigitam Gugayam Parame Vyoman Soshtute Sarvan Kaman Saha Brahmana Vipaschiteti. Taittiriya Upanishad. That Brahma which is Nigitam in the Hridaya Guha. So Brahma and Hridaya Guha is the heart of, in the heart, in the Hridaya Guha, in the Hridaya, Buddhi Guha. So that Brahma, that is his Atma. Therefore, Brahma is Atma. There is no difference. Having known that, one becomes free. Having known that, one becomes free. That's Guha Grantibhya Vimuktaha Bhavati. Atmanam Ched Vijaniyat Ayamastiti Purushaha Kimichan Kasya Kamaya Shariram Anusanjvaret. Brihadaranyaka Upanishad. So, and in Purusha Suktam also, Vedagametam Purusham Mahantam Adityavarnam Tamasastu Pare Sarvani Rupani Vichitya Dhiraha. Then this second part, Nanya Pantha Vidyate Yadaya. There is no other path other than the knowledge, other than Brahma Jnanam to get moksha. So, therefore, in all the Upanishads and in the Gita also, when it talks about Atma, Atma na jayate mriyate va kadachit, nayam bhutva bhavita vana bhuyaha iti, nainam chindanti shastrani, nainam dhagati pavakaha. In so many shlokas in second chapter, Atma is presented. The same thing in Brahma Sutrani in just 4 sutras. The first 4 sutras are important. Chatusutri, Atato Brahma Jigyasa, Janmadhyasya Shastra Yonitva, Tattu Samanvayat. The entire Siddhanta of the Vedanta is presented. Therefore, through the Siddhanta of the Sarva Vedanta, the one who is Gocharam, that Parameshwara, is Sadguruhu, is Govindaha. Now Govindaha is Gobhihi Vindate, is known from the Vedas. The one who is obtained from the Veda, one who is known from the Veda, that is Ishvaraha. Tam Ishwaram is, that is Mama Guru, my teacher, is none other than Ishvara. To him I offer Namaskara. So this Tattva Samanvaya, the last sutra of the 4, among the 4 sutra, the last sutra of the Brahma Sutra, that does the Samanvaya, convergence of the teaching of the entire Vedanta. That is what Siddhanta is. Tatparya is arrived at. So arrived at, Tatparyam of the Shastram is arrived at. By that only Ishvara is Gochara. There is no other way of knowing Brahma, knowing the Lord. And he is Guru. Therefore, to that Guru, I offer my Namaskara iti. So that's a beautiful shloka. Sarva Vedanta, that word itself can be elaborated further. So Siddhanta Gocharam Tatparya Vishayaha Apaurushaya Pramanena Prasthanatrayena Siddhantaha Avagantavyaha Sarva Vedantanam Siddhantaha Tatparyam. Paramatma is a Tatparyam of the entire Vedanta. And my Guru is Paramatma, is Ishvara for me. Is Ishvara, not only. That's here. Govinda Bhagat Pada is a teacher of Shankaracharya. If my Guru, then other Parama Guru, Parameshti Guru, Paramartha Guru, these are Sampradaya. That is why we offer Namaskara in the beginning itself to the entire Sampradaya, starting from Narayan Bhattam Vasishtam or Sadashiva Samarambam, whatever it is, the entire Guru Parampara, we offer Namaskara. Without them, we would not be getting the teaching. So therefore Guruhu, Gurunati Upadeshati iti Guruhu, and they are Ishvaraha, Bhagavan, they are equating to Bhagavan. So to him, Namaskara. Iti this shloka, beautiful shloka. Now, for this shloka, there is no commentary this commentary is not given by the Shringeri Acharya, that is Chandrasekhara Bharati Tita Swamigal. He has commented together, in fact. First and second shlokas together he has commented. But there is another commentary, Shringeri Acharya commentary only I came across. That is Sri Sachidananda Shiva Abhinava Narasimha Bharati Tita Mahaswami. This commentary I came across. This commentary, he has not commented the entire Viveka Chudamani. Only few shlokas he has commented. So first shloka he has commented. So we can read both. So from the second shloka onwards, then we can read Chandrasekhar Bharati Tita Swamigal commentary. And from this also you can read. So from both the commentaries we will read. So therefore each shloka will take time. We don't have any compulsion to complete shloka in one class. So it will go on. And Sanskritam, it is all only in Sanskritam. Translations are available. If you go by translations, your head will reel. So just we will read. I will read and give the simple meaning of the commentary. We cannot go word by word or line by line. It is not possible. So the gist of the commentary. What the commentary says, that of course I will tell you that in English. We cannot know word by word, line by line. It is not possible. This first shloka itself, you will see how depth the commentary is. This Sachidananda Abhinava Narasimha Bharati Swamigal, how in depth he has commented the very first shloka, Mangala shloka itself. Okay, I will read. So he begins his commentary with a prayer. So his guru is Narasimha Bharati. So he looks upon Narasimha Bharati as Lord Narasimha himself. Lord Narasimha who protected Prahlada. So he offers Namaskara to Lord Narasimha. Prahlada Varado Devo Yo Narasimha Paro Harihi. Narasimho Pasakam Nityam Tam Narasimha Gurum Bhaje. Aham Vande, Aham Namaskaram Karomi to Narasimha Guru. Narasimha is Narasimha Bharati Tirtha. He is none other than Narasimha. He is Upasaka of Narasimha. And Narasimha is one who protected Prahlada. To him, she is equating. You can say he's equating his guru to Lord Narasimha. Same as Shankaracharya. So Sadgurum Paramanandam, Govindam, Ishwaram, same thing here also. The author, the Sachidananda Abhinava Narasimha Bharati Swamigal does. So first shloka is Guru Namaskara. The second shloka is an ardent devotee of Lord Shiva. Therefore, he offers Namaskara to Lord Shiva. Vijnana Mudrita Karad, Vatamula Vasa, Chardula Charma Vasana, Chishu Chandra Bhushat, Utpalla Padmanayanad, Karuna Payodhege, Shambho Param, Kimapi Devam Aham na Jane. Kimapi Devam Aham na Jane. I know no other Bhagavan. I know only Lord Shiva. He is an ocean of compassion. And Vijnana Mudrita Karat. He shows the Vijnana Mudra in his hand. That is Chinmudra. Vijnana Mudrita Karat. Vatamula Vasa. Vatamula, that is the fig tree. Like Lord Dakshinamurti is Vatamula Nivasinaha. So resides at the base of the fig tree, Patamula and Shardula Sharma. Sharma meaning skin. He wears the tiger skin as its wardrobe. Tiger skin. Sharma Vasanat. Shishu Chandra Bhusha. Shishu Chandra is the crescent moon. That is the Bhushana of the Lord Shiva. Crescent moon. Chandra Shekhara. That is why he is Chandra Shekhara. Utpalla Padmanayanath. Padmanayanam. Padma Nayanam is eyes. Eyes are compared to Padma, the lotus, which is bloomed lotus. Utpalla Nayanath. Karuna Payodi. Karuna Payodi. Payodi is ocean. Is an embodiment of ocean of compassion. Who is that? Lord Shambhu, Shivaha. Shambhoha Param. Shambhoha Panchami Vibhakti. Guroho, like Guru Shabda. Guroho. Shambhoha Param. I don't know any other Lord. Devam Aham. Kimapi Devam Aham na jane. Iti. Then, so first shloka to is Guru, second shloka to Lord Shiva, then third shloka is Namaskara to Shankaracharya. Naya Guroda Tatottama Sanalasan Moni Purana Pura Samsaram Buddhimagna Loka Tati Buddhartum Kripa Sagaraha Tyaktva Maunam Apasya Vrikshatatamapya Arad Grihitva Param Yadrupam Paratattvamarga Matanotham Shankaracharyam Bhaje. Bhaje means Vande, Aham Bhaje. I do Namaskara, I worship Shankaracharya. He is also seated in the base of the fig tree. He is therefore Dakshinamurti. He is also embodiment of compassion. So Nyagrodho Tata is the fig tree. Sitting under the fig tree. And in is Nyagrodha Tata Uttama Asana. The asana, the seat which is Uttama, seated under the fig tree, and is Mauni, is silent, is Mauni. Purana Pura Samsaram Buddhi Magna Lokatati Uddhartum Kripasara. Is Kripasara embodiment of compassion. His compassion, how do you say he's compassionate? Because he lifts people from the samsara ambudhi, from the ocean of samsara. Not able to know to cross over this ocean of samsara. They are suffering. So therefore, to lift them, lifting requires compassion. Samsara ambudhi, samsara sagara, magnaha, they are immersed. Uddhartum, to raise them up. Tyaktva maunam upasya, tyaktva maunam, having given up the silence. Maunam, vrikshatatam api, arat grigitva param, yadrupam paramatattva margamatanotam Shankaracharyam Bhaje. So, having taken a human form and to establish this Paramatatva, he gave up his silence and gave the teaching in the form of the Bhashya, etc. So, to that Shankaracharya, I offer my Namaskara. Param Idrupam Grihitva. So, having given up his Param Rupam, he has taken the human form to present these to teach the people in order to lift them from the samsara sagara. That is the meaning. Then from here, Upodghata, the introduction commentary to the Viveka Chudamani. Viveka Chudamani is, we saw Vivekaha Chudamani Eva, the name of the Prakarana Grantha. What is a Prakarana Grantha? That also we must know. So we said Sarva Vedanta Siddhanta, therefore Prasthanatrayam iti. Then where is Prakarana Grantha? What is Prakarana Grantha? What is its place? What is Prakarana Grantha? There's a definition in the form of a shloka. शास्त्रैकदेश संबंधम शास्त्र कार्यांतरे स्थितम आगुः प्रकरणम नाम ग्रंथ भेदम विपश्चितः. So प्रकरण ग्रंथ is a text which takes up a which elaborates on a topic of the shastra. But the purpose of the Prakana Grantha is different from Shastra. Shastra is the Pramanam. Shastra is the Pramanam that alone capable of generating knowledge. But there are but after Shastram also, the knowledge doesn't take because of Pratibandha, because of obstacles. Therefore, one has to do Mananam and Nididhyasanam. Mananam is for if the person is Adhikari, then Shravanena Eva Jnanam. Person is a fit person, adhikari, sadhana chatushtaya sampannaha, then jnane, shravanena eva jnanam bhavati. Nothing else required. The person is ready and is exposed to shastram, he gets, understands and becomes free. Like when you open your eyes, you see the flower, you get the knowledge of the flower. What else is required? The eyes are meant for knowing the color or shape of the flower, shape of any object, and flower is right in front. You see, the knowledge happens. Similarly, Shastram, if you are ready, Shastram, like Pratyaksha, you get the knowledge of Brahma and you become free. That Brahma Aham Asmi, you become free, become Muktaha, Jivan Muktaha. But the problem is, there are a lot of Pratibandhas, obstacles. Therefore, obstacles in the form of Pramana Shanka and Prameya Shanka. There is doubt with regard to Pramanam. Is Shastram is Pramanam? Doubt is there. And what the Shastram says, is it true? Doubt is there. So those Shanka, the doubts, are removed by Prakarana Grantha. Prakarana Grantha plays a important role. And some Prakarana Granthas are Nididhyasana Granthas. They help to absorb the teaching and remove the Viparita Bhavana, the opposite. Viparita Bhavana means there are habitual orientation. So because of habitual orientation also, that is also an obstacle. Then Jnanam may not happen. So therefore, in order to remove all these Pratibandhas, Prakarana Granthas play a greater role. So in Prakarana Grantha, a particular topic or prakriya, a method is taken and elaborated. The subject matter of the Vedanta and the Prakarana Grantha is not different, it is same. But Prakarana Grantha is meant for giving the vision in a brief or elaborate manner, depending on the size of the Prakarana Grantha. Shastram is Shruti Pramanam, that is Mula Pramanam, therefore Jnanam is only Shruti. After that, one can take a Prakarana Grantha and then study. Or before that also you can take, you will have some idea of what Shastram says. For that also Prakarana Grantha helps. And there are so many Prakarana Granthas. Among them one is the Viveka Chudamani. That is what Viveka Chudamani is, Prakarana Grantha, Vedantic treatise. Shastraika Desha Sambandham. It is Ekadesha Sambandha. It is Ekadesha Sambandha, meaning it is connected to the Shastram only. It elaborates on a particular topic of the Shastram. Or some Prakarana Grantha which are very big, like Sarva Vedanta, Siddhanta, Sara Sangraha, covers different topics of the Shastram, different topics, different methods, different prakriyas which are given in the Shastram. Different prakriya meaning Panchakosha Prakriya, Avastatraya Prakriya, so Sariratraya Prakriya, different prakriyas. Drigdrishya, that is also another prakriya. So like the different prakriyas. So one prakriya or other, one or more prakriya, the Prakarana Grantha may take up and elaborate on that. Therefore, a job of Prakarana Grantha is different from that of the Shastra. Therefore, Shastra Karyantare Sthitam. That is called Prakarana Grantha by the knowers of Prakarana Grantha, they say. So Viveka Chudamani is a Prakarana Grantha. So here the author, he gives here the commentator gives an introduction to the introduction to Viveka Chudamani. And of course, the Jnana Shloka. Saha Bhagavan Swatmana Bhuvam Alankritya Paramakarunikaha Paramatatva Bodhanaya Na Ashramantaram Samartam iti Svikrita Paramam Syaha Shrimataha Mahadevasya Vimukta Vasasya Vishveswarasya Avapyanugyam Srimad Krishna Dvaipayana Pranithanam Shariraka Mimamsa Vidhalankritanam Sutravaranam Chakara Bhashyam Dashoparishadam Bhagavad Gita Yascha Sadhana Sampatti Purvakam Guruvarya Mukhat Shavanena Sarva Upaplava Ragita Pratyak Binna Brahmat Pratatvam Karata Malaki Bhavishyati Adhita Padavakya Pramananam. One line, and there are so many compounds. So it's difficult to go by word. Just quickly you'll say, Bhagavan is Bhuvanam Alankaratya, having decorated the world. It means having taken human form, yes, descended to the world. And his why Paramakarunikaha is is of extreme compassion of it. Paramakarunikaha, what is the purpose? Paramatatva Bodhanaya, yes, descended, and he became a Paramahamsa Parivrajaka, because no other ashrama is samartham, is proper. Therefore, Svikrita Parahamsyaha Srimataha Mahadevasya Avimukta Avimuktavasasya Vishveshwara. So, Vishveshwarasyapi Anugyam, having taken the permission of Vishveshwara, that is the Lord of Kashi, having taken the permission of Srimad Krishna Dvaipa, Krishna Dvaipanesh Vyasacharya, Pranithanam, Shariraka, that is Brahma Sutra, Shariraka Mimamsa Abhidalankritanam, Sutravaranam, Chakara, he wrote Bhashya on the Shariraka Mimamsa, that is Brahma Sutra by Vyasacharya, and also on Dasha Upanishad, 10 Upanishad, Bhagavad Gita. Why he wrote? He has written, then the person who is endowed with the Sadhana Chatushtaya Sampati, Sadhana Sampati Purvakam, Guru Varya Mukha Shavanena, only through the mouth of the teacher, only through the words of the teacher, listening to the words of the teacher, Sarva Upaplava, all the afflictions, Ragita, free from all the afflictions, Pratyak Binna Brahma Tatatvam, Atma, that Brahma is not different from Atma, that is Atma Tattvam, Karata Malaki, like the very fruit in one's palm. So, Bhavishyati, by studying the commentaries written by Bhagavad Pada, then it becomes like the very fruit in your palms. Adita Vakya Pramana, for those who study, Adita means study, those who study, for them it becomes Karata Malaka. So, therefore, out of compassion, he decorated, adorned the world by taking a human form, and he had taken to the life of sannyasa, because no other ashrama is samartha, is proper fit. With the grace of Lord Vishveshwara, then he wrote the commentaries on the Shariraka Mimamsa of Vyasacharya and also the Upanishad and Gita. And the person who studies, who is endowed with Sadhana Chatushtaya Sampatti, studies this, for him, like Karatala Amala Kavata, like the very fruit on one's palm, this Tattvam becomes very clear. The commentary starts. I think we'll stop here. We will read the rest in the next class. This book has got English translation also, but English translation is it will better to read English translation. The free translation is better. I can send you this book also. You can go through. If you know Sanskritam to a greater extent, then you can follow this. Otherwise, whatever simple explanation I give, that is more than enough. Same thing will be there for this commentary also. Okay, we'll stop here. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadhaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. I hope my voice was clear throughout the class.
It's clear.
Yes, dear.
Yes.
Dhanyavadaha.
ధన్యవాదాలు.
ధన్యవాదాలు శరణ్
Dhanyawad, Guruji.
ధన్యవాదాలు శరణ్
ధన్యవాదాలు
శరణ్
Don't follow Sanskritam, don't worry. English translation is doing that's enough, I think.
Would you please send this book also?
Yes, I will say. Book is called Dawn of Discrimination. The book, the text, downloadable. I can send you. Viveka Chodamanera, the Mangala. See, Adipam, Shloka Saptakasya, Vyakya, only Sapta. Some of the shlokas only commented, not the entire Viveka Chudamani. I took this book, why? Because it is not commented by Acharya here. That is why I took it. And first shloka itself, very first commentary. You will see how beautiful, and he says, it negating all the pramana, pratyaksha, anumana, the pramana, it dismisses. Okay. Anyway, I'll send this book.
Dhanyawad.
Sanskritam classes 7:30.